it's been a while since we've put some content out, but then we've kind of blew it and not recorded a lot of stuff. Lieutenant Dan's had some new things done to him, new oil pan, gasket, and rear main seal. But tonight, we also missed taking off the soft top and putting a bikini. No, what's it called?
A trail shade.
Trail shade.
Yeah,
it doesn't shade. The sun still comes through. But anyway,
tonight we're putting super white. That's don't let it discourage you.
But tonight we're putting in a cargo restraint system for the back, so Bubba doesn't fall out of the back. So I'm Pops.
I'm Robert.
Mateo.
And this is Jeepin 4 Low.
Jeepin 4 Low.
So the top that we put on here, this Sunshade, whatever we call it, came from who made this?
So the company that actually made this is a company called Shade Idea. It's actually the same shade that I run on my JK. A lot of you probably have heard of like spiderweb shade or some of the other ones. This is just another variation of that. The reason we went with this one over a spiderweb shade was availability, but also price. This was actually priced really, really well. We were able to get the full top for the front, the rear, and this really, really nice little trail bag right here that has actually a lot of pockets.
For your cell phone.
For just, I mean, a really good price. We'll definitely look it up and we'll put the description and the link for you, but you can actually get it on Amazon. It actually comes with a really nice carrying case, so it was really just hard to beat the pricing for what you're getting. Now, what we're going to be putting on here, this is actually the Smittybilt. This is actually what they call the CRS2 net, which is basically just a trail net. Now, what's really nice about this is if I bring this over here to you, it is an actual netting, so it actually uses buckles, clasps. The same thing that I actually run on my JK. I've actually had it on mine for almost 5 years now. I've ran into it with trees. I mean, a bunch of stuff. I think I've only broken like a buckle, and that was just because I was being stupid. So, totally my fault. Not anything you have to worry about, but this is a great option for you.
We ordered it from Extreme
Terrain. Yeah, order it from Extreme Terrain. Of course, you can pick it up at any Smittybilt dealer. Full parts, you still have them. There's Toys for Trucks. There's a lot of places that actually sell this particular net.
I don't like that.
But yeah, it's a really good net. So we'll put it all together. What we'll want to show you on this Shade Idea. Take this. So here is the actual brand. You can get it in multiple colors, but same material that spiderweb shade or any of the other tops are made out of. Actually comes with everything that you need. All the actual ties, and really just a good material, almost the same material as like a trampoline. So very, very durable, but went with gray, of course, to help match the coloring on the Jeep, and it looks pretty good, honestly.
We need to show them the diff covers too.
Oh my gosh, okay.
So we changed out the because I've never checked the oil and the thing, so we took off the diff covers, drained it, put in new fluids, and but the thing was super rusty, so we we rebuilt the diff covers.
Yeah,
so we sanded it down. But they look really, it's a gray, so it matches the rest of Lieutenant Dan. So
now, of course, we did use nuts and bolts from Tractor Supply. Yes. If you have a Tractor Supply next to you, it's nice.
Yeah.
So, but if you've never changed out differential fluid or gear oil, it smells terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Especially if it's old like this was. Yes. I think the front end was half full.
Maybe. I
mean, but it wasn't even, it really wasn't that hard to do. We spent more time sanding all the rust off, getting all the surface rust off, and rebuilding.
And now we also did the same thing with my Jeep in there, except for mine are 1-ton axles, so it took like 2 gallons for the back. And of course, I'm the one underneath there pumping it. We've come up with a new rule: if you're working on your Jeep, you're supposed to do most of the work, but somehow I still end up doing it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, on to the new project. So what do we need? What's the first step? I'm doing the back end of these.
Okay, now whenever you run this particular net, you can actually run it with your soft top on, hard top on, whatever the case is, because it does use straps around the roll bar in a couple of locations on there. Now with the netting that we have on here from Shade Idea, we're going to go ahead and just take the back half off, just meaning we're going to move it forward. So that way we can get the net set up on there, and then of course we'll put those bands back together at the very end. But it just helps to make it clean, really nice and tight up top. But we're just gonna go ahead and unbox it right now and just see if we have all the parts that we need.
We're gonna unbox, not take the shade off yet.
So whenever you get this kit, this is actually going to come with all these little clips. Now I actually still have a lot of mine from 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember how long it was. But these are really nice because you're actually able to run the straps through here, and this actually clips down onto the netting itself, so it keeps everything nice and tight. You don't have to worry about the straps kind of flapping around. But that's going to be what you're seeing here. And of course, as we start opening this stuff up, you can see just the really good quality that this has. I just want to make sure you see that this is a true net. I mean, it's sewn all the way around with actual metal circles here, so really tight. It's actually designed to hold a specific amount of weight inside of it with the style of clamps. Keep calling them clamps, but what do you call these things?
Clips.
Clips.
Buckle.
Yeah, buckles.
Buckles.
Yeah, we'll go with buckle. So really nice and tight. So we're gonna go ahead and get this set up on here and start working on it.
Does it go in the back hole? And then the front hole?
Back hole, front hole.
In the
Like that?
No, there's more. Yep, there you go. And then just make sure that your rounded pieces are in the corners like this.
What I was being baffled at, am I going to split this? Am I going to go behind? I'm going to have to go in front of the roll bar.
Yep, because you're trying to keep it tight. So now, guys, really, this is a one-person job. Just like, just like the soft top video. If you haven't seen that, that's just comedy gold.
Why do I have a random zipper?
That's part of your right here. It's part of your.
Oh. Okay. Anybody?
Alan, I've done 5 buckles to your 2.
You keep pulling it your direction, and I can't get it back through the front hole.
What are you talking about? You sent them to school.
Stay all night.
Stay all night. So typically this is only a one-person job, you know.
I can see why. Because I wouldn't have done all.
Look at this. Come over here and leave it. Look at all these that I've done. And this
Hey, I did this one.
Struggle bus over here.
Well, as I'm trying to get this back through so I can grab it finally. Oh,
Make sure you have somebody that makes plenty of excuses because it makes you just comedy gold.
Yeah, kind of go.
Comedy gold.
okay, this one ain't gonna work.
Why? Alright, I'm gonna let you reevaluate how you're supposed to do that. Take your time though.
Try that. Do that again.
I'm gonna go start on since I have all these done. I'm gonna start on mine. I'll let you.
Well,
See what had
this.
happened was how my bank account set up.
I take a knife and I cut off the strap and we ignore it.
And that's actually in the instructions.
Oh, cut it off and ignoring it. So I'll come back here and work down the side, and then I'll let Robert figure that out.
There's a lot of I'll let Robert figure that out that happens. Thanks,
Well,
buddy.
I want to make you feel useful.
I appreciate that.
I'm not sure this is big enough for this Jeep. Yep, struggle bus. I think he took up all the slack in the back. Okay, hand cramps, hand cramps, hand cramps.
Ham cramps.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he took up all the slack in the back.
It's completely loose.
Okay. Despite the lack of help.
As you remember in school, they always say, take care of the elderly. Well, this is what happens.
Yeah.
You could be over there videoing him.
Why do that?
That's way more entertaining over here.
So you remember like when you were in school and you used to look over your friend's paperwork?
Yeah, I'm doing it now. Why are you going? Something just doesn't look right.
Hey, you pay attention to your own test.
See, you haven't done anything with these two.
I'm still working that way.
Still trying to figure it out. I get it. I get it. Trying to make me look bad.
Dad, you're doing good.
Thanks, buddy.
I don't need help in that area.
But the bill has 2 persons.
2 persons.
I finally got Robert straightened out, and we got the sides on.
You can tell the level of hardness by how much sweat Alan has perspiring from his shirt.
Oh my gosh!
We have a couple of dots.
See, that just proves who's been working and who hasn't.
I'm smart. This is a level 2 perspiration event. Level 2.
I'm at level 4,
Right, so
and I didn't bring my hanky
we
to wipe
are.
the sweat.
We're gonna go ahead and put the top on. Now, pretty simple with Smittybilt. Just make sure that your logo is always facing the correct way. This is gonna be on the back side of it.
The bottom right. See how we had it on the back.
What?
You could almost bounce a quarter off that.
Just about. All right. Here. Okay, so whenever you're going to put this trail net on, the straps that you see here, you have a little space that's actually in between your sound bar and your roll bar. You want to feed the lines through there and just pull it tight. Something that's new. I didn't actually have this on my JK, which honestly I wish I did. But with this buckle, it actually has a little bit of a Velcro piece here.
Dad, how dirty I got?
I see that, buddy.
If I help you.
appreciate your help. So you'll go ahead and wrap your strap around here.
Behind the seat belt.
Yeah, behind it. This additional piece, we're gonna take it off.
Not like he did on this side where he went over the seat belt but strap. But,
Oh, I did, didn't I? Darn it.
but that's okay.
All right, and we'll just pull it tight. Hey, and one thing you'll notice is that I'm on the driver's side now, which I started on the passenger side.
Make note of that.
Make note that I am finishing. All right, guys. So we're on the last part of putting it all together. We're gonna go ahead and put his Shade Idea top back over the top of it, just kind of keep everything nice and secure. And then the last thing, Bubby, you want to show the bag? Is we're gonna put these clips on, just to kind of tidy everything up, make it look nice and good and clean. But honestly, Tori, if you want to do a walk around, just show them. It fits really nice, guys. Nice and tight. Which everybody loves, nice and tight. So.
Something doesn't look right. There we go.
All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us here. We're just finishing up the just final touches here. Of course, just want to show you. Hey, Mateo, if you want to say hi.
Hi.
That's my boy right there. All right, so Pops is finishing up here on his final stuff, but really it's turned out pretty well. Good view of a real Jeep. And yep, so everything looks great. Definitely recommend this Smittybilt CRS Net 2. Pops, you want to sign us off?
All right. Thanks for hanging out, like Robert said. This is another one. We're going to try to start getting more content, maybe a little more variety. We'll talk maybe a little more depending on how this weekend goes.
That's right.
And we may have some other content that's a little different, but the same. So thanks for hanging out. This is Pops, Robert, and Mateo on Jeep and 4 Low.
Woo.
Like and share. Thanks.